Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Crumpets Tea and Sewing. My name is Tamika, also known as T, and this is my channel where I share with you my sewing makes, pattern hauls, fabric hauls, and more. Thank you for tuning into the channel, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. For those of you who have subscribed to the channel but forgot to hit that notification bell, make sure you do so by the end of this video so that you can get more updates about the things that I post on this channel. All right, so let's get started with the video. So let me tell you more about this pattern, this NewLook 6397. I adore this pattern, guys. This pattern is so simple to make. It is easy. It's for sewists of all skill levels. I honestly believe that. This is a wonderful pattern. It's an unlined jacket pattern. I made it into a coat, so I decided to put lining in it. And it doesn't have any instructions for lining, obviously, because it's an unlined jacket pattern, but it's so easy. All you have to do is follow the same steps as you did with sewing the shell of the garment, with sewing the lining of the jacket as well, and minus the band. So this pattern comes with 5 pieces. You have the band, which is the front here. You have the front, the back, the sleeves, and then also the pockets. Okay, so I actually made this pattern 4 times. The first time I made it, I made a mock-up, and I made a size medium, and it was just very oversized. I talked about this in a previous video. I'll put a link of the iCard above, and then you could go over to that to the video and check that out. But it was just very oversized, and so I did some alterations and adjustments, and then I took it down to a size, to a small, and that works so much better for me. I also did the lining for it, and I did the lining first out of the Sherpa, just in case it was just too big. I didn't want to cut into this fabric because this fabric is way more expensive than the Sherpa fabric. And so I started with the Sherpa, the lining, and I cut everything out, and I felt like it worked wonderful as a size small, and I was really happy and pleased with it. And so I went ahead with my plans, and I cut out the size small with this fabric, using this fabric. And I did the shell of the garment, and still everything was wonderful. The only problems that I had with making this project is with the fraying of the material. This frays a lot, and I'll show you some steps later on in this video, and you'll see me making different points in which I was making the garment, and I'll show you how badly it frayed and some of the troubles that I came up against while making this pattern, but not because of the pattern itself, because of the fabric. It just had a hard time holding up. So but other than that, I didn't really have any problems. I did use fray check on the ends of the garments while I was making it. So on the band, on the sleeves, on the inside seams, the left and right seams, I did have to put a lot of fray check on it to keep it from unraveling, and I had to let it sit so it could dry so that I can actually put it in my sewing machine and sew it. So there was a lot of sitting and waiting and trying to figure things out that way, but only because the fabric frayed terribly. But like I said, nothing wrong with the pattern. I love the pattern, amazing pattern. Now, I didn't do any reviews of this pattern specifically because I wanted to give my own review. And when I do a review of a pattern, I try not to let any other comments and thoughts or reviews mar my image of the pattern. So I had never Google searched this pattern before. I just walked into Hobby Lobby, and I was looking through the NewLook catalog, and I saw this pattern, and I really wanted to make this pattern because I wanted a coat pattern, but I wanted something that was really easy so that I can have a coat for the winter. But I didn't want to have like a coat pattern where I had to do like a collar and a belt and, you know, welt pockets. So I didn't want to have a pattern that was for intermediate or advanced sewer. I wanted something really easy because I had already committed to a lot of other projects, and I just wanted to have a quick, easy, and simple sewing make for the coat that for a coat. So that's what I did, and like I said, I didn't want to have any other reviews in my mind because I wanted to give my own review and give an unbiased review. And I just really love this pattern, guys. This is a pattern that I actually really love because it's very simple, it's easy, it's stylish. You can use a variety of different fabrics. So this one is a tweed wool fabric, and specifically it's a boucle, and I really love it. Now, like I said, this is a pattern that is an unlined jacket pattern, and I turned it into a coat. So what I did for that, let me back up so I can show you, is I cut out the same pieces for the lining as I did for the shell of the garment, minus the band. And so I put these pieces, the lining together just the way in which I did the shell of the garment. And then I, you know, put it together, put the shell of the garment and the lining of the garment together. And I sewed it at the edge, and then I wrapped this band piece over, I overlapped it, and then hand stitched it closed. So all of this on the inside is hand stitched, all at the bottom when I flipped it up, and I did like I want to say it's a 1-inch allowance. I flipped it over, and that's all hand stitched as well. I really like the pocket. At first I thought, these pockets are huge, but I really love the pockets on this garment because they're really big and you can fit quite a bit into the pocket. So let me show you here. I mean, this pocket is huge. Now, obviously, I won't put that much in my pocket, you know, and go around walking with that in my pocket. But just to give you an idea how big the pocket is, I just wanted to go ahead and put some serger threads in there so you can see. The pockets are really nice. In fact, I went out to the Tri-Cities yesterday, and I went to several different stores in the Tri-Cities because my husband and I, we were Christmas shopping, and I got hungry, and so I put some chips in one of my pocket, and I put a drink in the other pocket, and I was able to walk around freehand. And you know, whenever I got hungry, I just snacked on my chips, and it was really nice because, you know, the pockets were huge and nice and big. And this garment is so warm. I used a Platitudes fabric from Joann's for the lining of this, and it's just so warm, so snuggly, so soft. I just really love it. I was a little hesitant about going out yesterday with this jacket because my two daughters gave the jacket such negative reviews that I was self-conscious about it. So one of my daughters was like, I like it, but the sequins are a bit much, Mom. So I thought, yeah, the sequins there are a lot of sequins on here, and they're very sparkly, but I like it. I made it. I love the style, so I'm gonna wear it. And then my other daughter was like, no, absolutely hate it. She couldn't find one thing that she actually liked about it. So I left the house a little nervous, but I still left the house with the jacket on. We went to Ulta, and I had 2 floor associates say something about the jacket, and then I had a few of the people who were working on the cash register. They actually was commenting on it as well. So I felt really positive after that, and I've never received so many compliments on a garment before when I went out, not all in one day. And so that made me feel better about the garment, and kind of helped me see that other people have different opinions, even though my daughters did not specifically like it. That there are people who do think it's flattering and cute. So I felt really reassured by that, and I was really happy that I wore the garment out, because I was about to hang it in the closet and not even bother with wearing it. But I'm glad that I did. So anyway, you let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the garment. You don't have to sugarcoat it. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I just want to see how many people like the jacket. If you have any other questions about the NewLook pattern, you can leave those in those comments in the comment section below as well, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so the next part of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and show you some of the footage of me creating this make, and you can see some of the things that I come up against, like with the fraying and stuff. You can see me making the lining and all those things, and at the end of the video I'll show you more pictures and a small little video on this jacket as well. All right guys, thank you for tuning into the channel, and let me know all your thoughts and whether or not you like this jacket or not. Okay, so this is not like a sewing vlog video, or it's not a video where I talk you through what I made for this NewLook pattern 6397. I just want to show you how much this fabric frays. It is terrible. Have a look on my floor. Oh my goodness, look at that, look at that. And that is all from this blue clay tweed type fabric. I purchased this fabric from Joann's. I don't know if you guys remember, I showed this fabric in a fabric haul video a while back. It's a beautiful fabric, but oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a skirt out of this. The side seams are not sewn yet. I just want to show you how much it frays. It's just fraying so much that I had a hard time controlling it from being pinned inside the side seams. So I have to go back in and try to cut some of that off again. And I'm just so afraid that if I keep trimming and keep cutting before the project is done, I will lose so much of my fabric, because it's just so much. I did have to put some fray check on many of the parts, and so that's what I'm going to be doing again here real soon. I'm going to have to put some fray check going around the neck so that it's, you know, is stable enough so that I can actually put the bands on, and I have to put fray check on the inside of the side seams going on the side from the waist going down. I already put fray check on the seams up here on the arms, or the sleeve seams, so you can see it's not fraying as much, but the side seams, you can see it's just fraying just a lot, as well as the neckline.